Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Hopefully, my sound is still okay. I have a new setup when it comes to my camera and sound and lighting, so that I actually look halfway decent for you. So I appreciate everybody coming in this morning. And I want to start with saying that all of my subs, okay? Now, I totally understand that most of the subs came through because they wanted extra chances at getting a beta key and all of that, okay? I totally get that. I understand. But there are a lot of you who subbed because you actually like the content. And being able to get a lot of folks in with the beta keys and things like that, my job once you get here is to give you a respectable content, respectable analysis, and try to earn your eyeballs and your attention from there. So I don't have any delusion that everybody's going to resub or anything like that, but you know, the idea is to build a base, right? It's to be able to find the people amongst everybody who's out there who like what I have to say, who are interested in what I bring to the table, and from there we just kind of we grow from that. And so I do appreciate everybody taking their time. I appreciate everybody who from the EU who come to these streams in the morning, and it's definitely awesome to be able to work with you guys, and you can see the growth here. And coming from our first streams, I like look back on some of that stuff, and yeah, it's pretty interesting. So yes, thanks for coming online. Remind you, unfollow you. See ya, Venom Kiss. Not, you know, no big deal. I'm not. You can't hurt my feelings. But the good thing is that we do have later today, I'm pretty sure we're getting the rest of the cards from, I think it's Artifaction is doing their thing. But yeah, it's gonna be cool because, you know, we don't have to worry about we don't have to worry about like what cards we can't talk about once all of the cards are actually released. And I think that will make for a much better environment for making content. Yeah, so it is what it is. Again, you're not gonna hurt my feelings if you unfollow. You're not gonna hurt my feelings. It's cool. I will be doing plenty of content on the Liquid side, and yeah, and so I'm not going anywhere. But you know, we will definitely be continuing to help everybody get better at the game. And I guess, you know what I mean? I understand that you can't play quite yet, and that we got delayed on that side, but when it all is said and done, you will be very happy with what actually comes out from Artifact. I made this channel. Hey, I like you too, Terradin. Appreciate that. So let me just kind of explain what's going on. I'm gonna have entries open for about 55 minutes from now. We'll close it, and we will do the giveaway sometime after that. So today, we'll do more draft, and we're going to talk a lot about draft, because once we actually get all the cards, I'll be able to actually talk to you about constructed lists and how it plays out and all of that. So but I really kind of need to have all the cards available, because it's kind of hard to really give you an idea of what the metagame looks like without being able to talk about all the cards. And it's also kind of stressful that you don't want to be that guy who leaks a card by accident, like a whole card. or multiple cards like some other folks. I just don't want to be that person. It's bad enough I said like something about a pierce weapon, and when that hadn't, the actual card hadn't been released. Now, granted, it wasn't like the whole card, but still, like, it's just hard sometimes to be able to juggle what has been released and what hasn't been released. So, yeah. But let us talk and get into our draft simulator here. Coming soon. Trebuchet TV, what's going on, sir? So yeah, the stream isn't gonna be terribly long today. It'll be probably a little bit over an hour. But again, if you guys have questions about draft or theories or anything like that, definitely let me know. I'll make sure I get it answered. But otherwise, I'm gonna jump right into this draft and kind of give you some more insight as to what's going on. How many subs are here? It looks like we're right now about 20-ish subs are here. Pretty good odds so far for our 9-day. Do any of the draft sims have all the cards revealed updated? Yeah, it looks like, so I talked to the guys from Artacraft, and they said that they did get this updated, so they are good. And was I surprised by the beta delay? I was shocked, and I mean like shocked beyond measure that we are November 18th or November, whatever it is, for the beta drop date. That, like, I couldn't even fathom that we were gonna be that far back. It just it sucks because, again, I really wanted to have a bunch of people in the beta for a long time, and that way there's just a lot more information. There's a ton of new players to play, and it would have been really cool to have a really long beta, but you know what I mean. And they didn't say it was October. No, they definitely did on like in their Twitter. They definitely said beta in October. So yeah, the reasoning for the delay is it's better to upset a small amount of people about the with the delay and have like this amazing product that comes out, because the players that are available today are not the end all be all for the Artifact audience, not by any means. So it's more important to have a polished game coming out for all of the people who are going to be new to us, as opposed to the people who know about Artifact now. And I guess, you know, when these big tournaments come out and when there's launch, there's plenty of people right now who have never heard of Artifact who are going to get into Artifact and be totally excited and be all about it. So it's, you know, for the people who, it's like, it's all about first impressions, it's all about actual launch, and the people who are complaining about a delayed beta and all of those, that is not going to be the majority of the audience. And so they really want to make sure that the game is as pristine as it possibly can be, and you know, and that's where it's at. And the people who are so upset that they quit now, bye Felicia. They actually just don't matter, like, because in the long run it's all about the new folks, and well, I guess new people from today are really going to be the majority of the audience moving forward. So, you know, yes. And Arepi and Tigeros, thank you for the subs, appreciate that. And but yeah, let's restart this draft and see what we got. Well, okay. All right, so the way we usually do this is we want to make sure that you guys can put in your input as to what you think the pick should be. So I try to give you a little bit of time to make sure that you can kind of look at the pack and see what's going on. But in this pack, I am obviously picking Luna, but the question is going to be the second pick. So the thing about this is my strategy when you get an early Luna, if you get a first pick Luna, okay, my strategy has always been to push mono blue at this point, because being able to cast Eclipse from any lane is insane, and so from here on out, I really need a reason to... Luna has been changed to uncommon, so this hasn't been quite updated on that side, but the thing about having a first pick Luna, you want to be able to run every chance of being able to cast Eclipse that you can, and also obviously being able to get a second Luna is the Nutter Butters, and we don't want to do Jamoy X3. Like, that's not where we want to be. So I'm going to push. Yeah, Poison Strike, still rare, baby. So I'm going to push mono blue so far until I have a reason to not. And Sanctum gives us the chance to be able to double Eclipse in a lane. Not that we would ever really want to do that, but you know, we can cast maybe a Thunderstorm and then an Eclipse. We can just do a lot of stuff with Luna Sanctum. So I think that's where I really want to be so far. The other option is to take a turret or a Hipfire. But I really like the idea of being able to go mono blue. The other option, again, is if we don't take the Sanctum, we just take a Hipfire and we play Luna Hipfire. But I'm fine with Sanctum because I'll for sure play Sanctum. Like, I'm not guaranteed to play either of these black cards if I don't see any more black stuff. All right. The blue cards in this pack are not that great. So we want to be able to maximize our Luna as much as we can, but we also want to make sure that because right now our options are kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? Are limited. Like, Signet Ring is excellent, and being able to keep our Lunas alive is next level stuff. We really want to be able to have a ring, and we can't take the Winter's Wyvern because we already took a Luna, so we can only take one hero per pack. So if we want to keep our options open, so last night one of the people who has been pretty successful in the beta has said that Wrath of Gold is actually not terrible because you do end up getting a lot of gold from it, but I'm still not convinced. So I'm definitely taking Ring, and I think we just take a Duelist in case we need to go into green, because I could take like a Relentless. If I want to really push mono blue, I wouldn't take a Duelist. I would take this Glyph, but I'm not really certain that Glyph is that great. So because I could end up playing like mono blue and still not play Glyph. Well, yeah. So like Signet Ring is much better than Hipfire only because we aren't committed to playing black just yet. And so there's this idea that by taking a Hipfire, we're not even sure that this is going to be a thing. Like, we don't even know that this is going to actually play. Ring, we know when we have Luna, we want to have as many health buffs as possible in our deck. not armor buffs, health buffs. So it's super important to have Signet Ring in our deck, and it's just great value because Luna is going to die because she's going to have a huge target on her back. So we do want to make sure that we have Ring. We just have to decide if we want to push mono blue or not. It's... If we don't take Hipfire, we limit our options for the draft. Yeah, like... Well, the thing is that we're trying to limit Jakisha. We're trying to limit our options. When we have Eclipse, like my strategy has always been to, when we get an early Luna, that we're going to push our deck towards Luna. We're going to build our whole strategy around playing blue. And again, I already passed on one Hipfire. I'm not, you know, I might not play black at all. Like, and so I want to make the strongest blue deck I can right now amongst my options. So Ring is definitely option. And somebody else told me that Wrath of Gold is like actually a thing. I don't know. If none of the blue cards are what you want, wouldn't you want a different color and maybe go dual? Yeah, like, so that's the thing, is like, I don't necessarily, like, I don't really like Glyph. If we're playing mono blue, we do want some number of Relentless Zombies. But same thing for this Wrath of Gold. Like, I really don't have a lot of experience playing Wrath of Gold. So, like, the couple times I played it, it wasn't that great. So I'm not, like, in a hurry to be playing Wrath of Gold. So my options are, if I'm going to splash in a control deck, would I rather have a Hipfire or would I rather have a Duelist? And normally I would rather have a Duelist than a Hipfire because I can always play this on turn 4, and I'm not necessarily going to play this on turn 4, and this doesn't help me win the lane. So I think I would be much more likely to play Duelist because then I get into the blue-green control decks. And with Sanctum is very good in those type of decks because when you go big on 8, like, you're able to play multiple 7, 8s, and 9s in one turn. So I think I would go this way. Hipfire is really what I want in my my hyper aggressive, like, red-black decks or mono-black decks. I don't necessarily want them because I'm not in a go wide just deck just yet. So I think I'm going to take the Duelist here. All right, so we blue deck wise, Diabolic Revelation is okay. I'm definitely not going out of my way to put a Revelation in my deck, but a Favor is definitely something I want to have. Out of 100 drafts, I think he will end up with a 10% of a good blue deck and 90% of a bad deck that he must play and he cannot change because he didn't keep his options open. Overall, for most plus EV pick, I'm sure the best for winning is keeping yourself open as wide as possible. So, like, the thing about that is most players are not, they just don't really look at mono strategies. And I have definitely played mono strategies to very good success. So I'm never, like, completely off of playing a mono strategy because being able to Eclipse from every lane is super strong. And so there's a few heroes that you just can, like, go monocolored on. Like, I think Luna's one of them. You can use Axe, Legion Commander. All of those have spells that you really want to have blue heroes coming in. But because we haven't seen any other great blue cards coming out of this, we do want to keep our options open. And I think that Favor is, you know, I like having Favor. I also like having Conscript. I don't see any reason not to take both of those and just take a couple of flyers on that. And yeah, like, it's not gonna, even if we don't play a Conscript or if we end up throwing away Favor plus Duelist, like, we just want to, because we haven't really seen any other great blue cards, we do want to make sure that we have all of our options. No, but Jakisha, I don't think you not playing, you know, takes away from, your ideas. I think your ideas are good, but you know, being able to say it helps me to talk it out. So like keep it up. Don't like, you know, I don't care that you're not in the beta. Like those are definitely things I need to answer to myself, not only to you guys, but also to myself, to be able to talk out the strategy. But because ideally in packs 1 and 2, you're just going to take the best cards. You're like literally taking just you look at the pack, see what the strongest cards are, and just take them. And what I'm saying is you do get away from that. If your very first pick is a very strong hero, then you're looking at, you have an early chance to just play a synergistic deck and be able to just, the value of cards synergistically in your deck, when you have that, it raises their value higher than cards that normally would be stronger in a vacuum. All right, so now we still are in we've got this blue-green. We can play champion if we're playing control. At this point, I probably take another Sanctum before I take another... Well, the problem is that with a second Sanctum, we would want a Howling Mine. Whereas, like, if I take a Howling Mine, I still need to go back and get another Sanctum. So I'm not sure which one we take first. I think we take a Sanctum first because we're more likely to play 2 Sanctums than we are to play 1 Sanctum and 1 Howling Mine. And with champion, it's a 7-drop, and we probably will see, is champion better than clear the deck? Yeah, because we're not playing red. We have no idea that we're going to play red. We know we are very likely to be playing blue, and we're very likely to be playing green. And it's also, you know, if it was a live draft, if we were using human packs, we are way more likely to see a Howling Mine come around later than we are to see a Sanctum. Sanctum is definitely a much more draftable card, and it's just better for our deck. So, yes, Howling Mine is definitely a joke. All right, so in the idea of keeping our options open, Crippling Blow is not a great card. Maul, I do like to play 1 Maul in a deck. It does help you to have a little inevitability because the +5 siege ends up finishing off a lane fairly easy. And Vandal is also very good. Yeah, in green-blue, you end up with a lot of 4-drop cards. Most successful decks end up with a lot of 4-drops, especially blue-green. So having double Sanctum isn't going to hurt because we will almost always play Sanctum, and then we will have another 4-drop right behind it. What we're going to want in this deck is definitely a couple Foresights so that we can Sanctum Foresight, or Foresight in one lane and then Sanctum in the next lane, and make sure that we always have a constant ability to be playing multiple cards off our Sanctums. But we're gonna take Vandal. We're gonna keep our options open. We might not play it at all, but we definitely having 1 Maul isn't gonna hurt. So, and Ventriloquy and Stonehall Plate. Stonehall Plate is definitely a last pick. It will certainly not make our deck. Ventriloquy will help to keep our Lunas alive. But now that we're at the end of our pack, before we even get to the next pack, let's kind of take let's account for what we have. So we do have Eclipse, which is going to be our, I don't want to say our finisher, but it ends up being the finisher. So we need to keep our Luna alive. So our strategy to keep our Luna alive, we pick the Signet Ring. We have, we're going to get this Ventriloquy, which will help keep our Lunas alive. And at the very worst, if we end up playing Jamoy actually might end up being, we might want to just end up playing Jamoy anyway, because battlefield control is super strong. Why is health value seemingly so much higher than armor? Well, the reason is health is immediate, and it ends up being more so armor ends up being really good when you have multiple things attacking you, right? So like if you have armor 2 and you have 3 things attacking you, you end up getting a lot more out of armor 2 than say health 4 in that position. But normally when it's 1v1, like health is so much better. So, and early game having like 1 or 2 armor is really strong because melee creeps like just don't do anything to you, especially armor 2. Like armor 2 is where it becomes much better, but the thing about it is because of the immediate addition of health is so much stronger. Like the very first turn you play it, it tends to be that people value the health portion more. Let's see. Do you guys have any educated guess about foiled cards? Do you think they will come from the first expansion or before? Yeah, I mean, God, I would love foil cards because I'm just a big degenerate for that. I just love it. I love being able to have alternate art cards. It's just fun, and that's really where I get a lot of fun out of card games, is being able to have like alternate art stuff. So, all right, we don't have any blue cards in this pack or green cards. Yuck. Yes, I am a total degenerate for shiny things. I am like a moth to a flame. Like I seem like, ooh, shiny. Like let's do this. Like in Magic, I was that guy who had all of the shiny. Like I would have. So my wife also plays Magic, so I would have like a foil deck that I would play, and then because she wasn't really that big into it, I would give her the non-foil version of the deck, and it was just my way. It's my hobby to collect that kind of stuff. So even though I play a lot of games, I do I have a soft spot for that stuff. All right, so here again we want to keep our options open. We definitely are playing blue. We don't have any black cards that are really worth going out of our way for. But that being said, Escape Route is actually an amazing way to be able to keep Luna alive. But, you know, I don't know if there's going to be a situation where we end up playing blue-black instead of the green that the green we have isn't insane. But Escape Route definitely works very, very well with our Luna strategy. Fogmine, so like Fogmine is insane. If you're playing when you're playing like the blue-black decks, and you're like, you know, Fogmine, and then like just pretty much anything. But Demagicking Maul is also really, really, really good. And I call this Magic Mike because it just looks like a microphone to me, and it deals with magic. So Sven is also very good. I like Sven. Cleave is woo. But I think for what we want to do, I would. So my very first inclination is to take Escape Route plus Maul, because Escape Route works to keep our Lunas alive, replace them, and get them into the lanes where we really need to be able to cast Eclipse. And then Demagicking Maul, we almost always want to have at least one Maul in our item group, because it's super important to have answers to improvements. And the good thing about Escape Route plus Maul is that if we do end up with a Maul on one of our heroes, we can Escape Route, put it into the lane that needs to help. So, and then again, you know, I might not even play black, so I don't want to take 2 black cards and just lose them both. I'm more likely to be in maybe like a blue-green still, but I want to be able to give myself an option of having an Escape Route if I end up like with open, like if next pick is a Phantom Assassin, I won't feel bad about skipping a gold mine for a Maul, because I have Escape Route, and Maul is still very good. So okay, what do you think here? You let me know. Diabolic Revelation is very playable, because there's plenty of times where the damage doesn't matter. Like your hero's gonna die either way, or you don't have a lot of creeps, or the damage doesn't matter, or your creeps have armor. Like there's just so many different situations where Revelation is perfectly fine. There's also times when Revelation is super bad. So like, I'm pretty sure here that I'm taking a ring, like, no doubt, like, and now the question is, what's the next card? Is it Intervention, Cleric, or Decoy? We want to talk about how to keep our Luna alive, okay? Like, job 1, keep Luna alive, right? And Divine Intervention and Decoy both do that. So then, now that we know that, so if Divine Intervention and Decoy both keep our Luna alive, what overall fits what we're going to be doing? I think Decoy, like, the thing is that we will see so many decoys as this goes along, because if you just look at the rarity difference, Divine Intervention plus Diabolic Revelation, that does work. Man. And somebody said, how will I structure your content over the next month? So we're going to still stream. We're going to do Friday night, Saturday morning, Sunday morning, and then each day will be a different thing. So, like, one day will almost certainly be draft, another day will be constructed, and then, you know, I'm not sure what the next day will be, but that's how we'll do it. Cheat Death is broken, by the way. And why is it a card? I have no idea why it's a card. And what's even crazier is I heard that it was cheaper, like, earlier in the draft than what it is today. So I wasn't in the beta for that, and I don't know if that's true, but that's what I heard. So do I expect the end of day be lifted before beta? I would assume it has to be. Like, I haven't heard that it's going to be, but I mean, I cannot imagine that they just have, like, an NDA for, like, a whole nother month. Like, that just, there's no way. There's just no way. Like, but what do I know? Like, I thought that we were going to have the beta this month, so. So I think here I'm going to go with a Decoy. The reason why is being able to flip our Luna out of a bad position goes a long way. I still think that you're trading regular free cloak item that is like 80, 100 for the item. No, it's really, Signet Ring is so much better. And I'm talking like astronomically better. Being able to have like, so people always, here's the reason, okay? People always go, well, you know, Signet Ring isn't that much greater. You're going to be able to have 3 cloaks, blah, blah, blah. The whole point here is when you open up your item shop, you want to make sure that you have as many toughness options as you, or excuse me, health options as you can. As many as you can. So, like, having multiple Signet Rings and having multiple cloaks just make sure that when you open that shop that you are having as many shots at extra toughness items that you can. And I guess it's hard to explain how important it is to make sure that you have toughness items when you have Luna as the base of your deck. Like, Stonehall Cloak is awesome. Like, Stonehall Cloak is still one of the best items in the game. So I would definitely go Decoy and Ring here. Dead Heroes deal no DPS. True that. Alright, so we got a Sven coming back around, and Intimidation. Like, we wanted Intimidation because we are definitely in green. We could take a flyer on Pillager here, because we have a conscript, so if we do open a crazy red hero, having Pillager plus conscript is going to be very good. How do we get that Sven now? Yeah. Yeah, like, the thing about this is I talked to the developers of Articraft this morning, and they said that they are working on getting a better AI. So, yeah. Yeah, the Sven keeps coming back. He's like, hey, bro, Why don't you pick me? Come on, pick me! Pick me! But we're not picking Sven right here. Let's see if I have any other questions that I missed. So yeah, like, I think, like, Relentless Zombie, we can get as many of these as we want, and we really only want maybe 2. But I think that the pick here is Intimidation plus Pillager, and yeah. Oh, wow. Oh, boy. Thunderstorm is sick. It is that good. We call that. What if I only pick items? Well, the thing is that we don't, like, all packs won't have items available to pick. So, yeah. So we have a Thunderstorm. There's also an argument for taking a Burning Oil, in case we end up trashing all of our green cards and end up in a really great red hero. Because I'm not sure that I'm going to play... I'm not sure I'm going to play Wrath of Gold anyway. So I might just take a Burning Oil, because on the off chance that I get a great red hero, our control deck with Burning Oil, Thunderstorm, Triple Eclipse is going to be pretty good. And again, Ventriloquy, we can get this whenever we want to. Like, literally, we can get Ventriloquy like 5 times over. Yeah, if you somehow drafted a deck of all items, then you actually couldn't submit your... So the person who said that Wrath of Gold was good is DPM. She was here in the chat last night, and she said that Wrath of Gold, she likes playing it because when you do it for, let's say, like 4 or 5, and you deal 20, you end up killing some of their heroes anyway. That Burning Oil card looks so bad, I feel like they're attacking your tower anyway. Oh yeah, so Burning Oil is very good because it murders creeps, and it, like, in 2 turns you kill all their creeps that have dealt damage to you, and on top of that, it also kills heroes too. So like in 3 turns, it ends up killing heroes if they've taken no other damage. Most heroes anyway. Some heroes it doesn't. But you Burning Oil is pretty good. I won't lie. And especially when you can Burning Oil and then do a bunch of damage to guys and then come in and either Thunderstorm or Eclipse because you placed a guy into that lane. And then Burning Oil also deals with Red Mist Pillager when you're not in that lane, because you can cross lane Burning Oil. So blue decks love having Arcane Assault, especially when we have double Sanctum, and having 1 Divine Intervention in our deck in case we end up on green is going to go a long way, because again, we want to be able to keep our Luna alive. Legion Standard Bearer is not a bad card, but again, we're not 100% certain that we are going to be in red. And again, Ventriloquy, we can take 1,000,000 of those. Yeah. Sometimes your opponent stacks so much in one lane that your Ancient is threatened, you're forced to move a hero there, or some Burning Oil. Yeah, exactly. Like, sometimes, like, when, especially if your opponent is going really wide on, like, the black strategies with Disciple of Nevermore, you can play a Burning Oil and then it just murders everything, because it deals 4 damage, because it gets double damage from the Disciple. Alright, we got a last pick Winter Wyvern. Probably won't play, but you never know. Oh boy, oh boy. I don't know that I have to announce what this pick will be by any means, but you know, this is where, if this was a tournament and you got a second Luna, you go, high five, we did it. Yeah, we're double Lunaing. And Mist of Avernus is also busted. So we are firmly in the blue-green right now. And yeah, when you have double Luna, you're just you just get to puke all over your opponent. So yeah, it's Luna, Mist of Avernus here. I don't really have to get too deep into that. This is a little bit more interesting. We have some green cards. Does anything come close to Mist as a second pick here? No. Mist is what probably what's the commonality of this? Uncommon? Yeah. So Mist is easily check Discord. Let's check Discord. Oh, snap. Uh-oh, what did I miss? Sorry, guys. Sorry. All right. Are we just gonna write off the Wyvern? Yeah. I will. Oh. I definitely checked Discord, so I need to do something. Let us see. I think we're going to write off Wyvern because we have double Luna. And in this pack, I will take a Stars Align in case we end up with something really big to get into. And then also, we can take the Altar, because I'm just not going to play any of the other things. I'm just going to be playing blue-green. I don't see any reason to go any other way right now. Unless, again, if our next pack opens an Axe or something crazy like that, then yeah. All right. You guys tell me. You tell me what we're doing here. Strafing Run and Duelist. No, giveaway is for just the subs that are in the chat. That's all. All right, so I think here we can get a Strafing Run really whenever we want, and Duelist is very good. Home field advantage, I think. Like, so the thing, I always want to have at least one Strafing Run in our decks, because Strafing Run helps us when we run into other Lunas, not other Lunas, sorry, Kanas, and it's just a good card in general. But we can get Strafing Run like whenever we want. We're in pack 3. We still have 2 more packs. We definitely can get any number of Strafing Runs possible. So like Duelists and Home Field Advantage, when we have double Sanctum, I'm perfectly happy running almost any number of Duelist. Well, we're not building Mono Blue anymore, sorry. Let me go back. So the reason we ended up with a Mist of Avernus, and Mist of Avernus is going to keep us in green. We're not building Mono Blue anymore. We started with Mono Blue, but we ended up getting a lot of decent green cards. So it is possible that we end up playing like 4 blue heroes and just like 1 green hero because of our Mist. But right now we have double Duelist, we have Champion, we have a Favor, we'll have a Home Field Advantage. We just haven't seen a lot of blue, so we had to kind of step away from being Mono Blue because we just didn't see it. And now we're going to be able to play the blue green control, where we have 6 Eclipses, we have a Thunderstorm, and we have a Mist. So can you have the same improvement on twice in a lane? Absolutely. Absolutely. How many turns are Gauntlet games on average? I would say in most Gauntlet games, I see mana turn 9 or 10. So that's what, turn 6 and 7? Yeah. In this pack, Blessing is definitely the pick. The reason that Blessing's the pick is being able to modify an entire lane with +3 health is woo. It is woo. I would think draft games are slower than normal. Yeah, absolutely. Like draft games are much slower than constructed games. So we feel pretty good that we'll be able to get to these eclipses. So what we're looking now is we really need as much card draw in this deck as we possibly can, because our strategy is keep Luna alive, draw cards, cast Eclipse for 10. And we also have backup Thunderstorm. So Ventriloquy will also help keep our Lunas alive. I think we have one so far, so that'll be our second. But in draft, the big thing that you can do is you want to have a really, really straightforward game plan. You want to know exactly what your draft deck's going to do every single game, and all your cards are feeding into that strategy. And right now, our strategy is keep Luna alive, cast Eclipse for 1,000,000, and then win. So that's what we're going to do. Blessing helps us do that, and Ventriloquy helps us do that. And there's our strafing run that we were talking about. Oh, wait. Both Lunas add charge eclipses? Absolutely! Yes, Terradin. You get to... We will start with double Luna. So turn 1, we will get double Luna... what is it called? Double Lucid Beam. So turn 1, our eclipses are on 2 counters. And if they don't kill them both, then next turn we're on 4. So we are doing big things to little people with our eclipses. And we have 6 of them. So we're going to take... We don't take Crippler here. We're not playing red. Barbed Mail is just not a great card. And Assassin's Veil is good. Again, it feeds into our... Having more health items isn't going to hurt our deck. We love health items when we have double Luna. So have you ever seen anybody with 4 or 5 Lunas? I think the most Luna I've actually ever seen is 3. Actually, I got into a client, played against somebody who had 3. Like, I don't think I've seen, like, because sometimes people will take, like, a little screenshot of the heroes that they have, and I think I saw somebody at 4 one time, which is just, that's just dumb as hell. But I definitely have opened a gauntlet, and there's 3, and I almost instantly conceded. But I obviously did not win, but yeah. Shield of Basilius is not a good card, and Grazing Shot, we're not playing black, so, you know, we're not worried about those cards. Hey, weren't we just talking about this? Well, I'm pretty sure we were just talking about this. So I will let you guys talk it out real fast, and then I will tell you what my picks are. I think my picks are very, very straightforward here, but, you know, it's up to you guys. You tell me. By the way, I think this pack almost makes our deck unbeatable. All right, so for everyone... Okay, so there's actually a little bit of disagreement here. So Annihilation is for sure the pick. There's like no doubt that Annihilation is where we want to be. Cloak and Boots are also very good in our deck, but the thing about this is I don't think you guys quite understand like how stupid Legion Commander is. Legion Commander is one of like the 4 completely ridiculous heroes. So even by herself, okay? Like, if you play just Legion Commander, like just Legion Commander, no other red cards, just Legion Commander, it's great. And right now, we can live a life where we have Luna, Legion Commander Luna as our first 3, and then bring in green. It's like... Well, so the only thing you're going to enable right now in our deck is you would enable Burning Oil, Red Mist Pillager, and Ogre Conscript, if we even play any of those. But Legion Commander is so strong by herself, and then getting dual, it's worth playing. Like, you basically splash Legion Commander in almost every single deck. Almost every single. Like, every single deck. And Annihilation, obviously, is just a nice... based on, you know, 6 Eclipse, double Sanctum, Thunderstorm. It's just another 6-drop, and we can go crazy. Is there no other red here with no other red hero or black? Yeah, like Legion Commander by herself is crazy, actual crazy, and it gives our deck the option of actually being a little aggressive. Yeah, I don't think that card needs to be retuned. Good heroes are kind of Red's thing. Yeah, exactly. Can you remove cards after you draft the deck? Like, we can't remove any of our what do you... Oh, yeah, if our next pack has a Luna in it, I'm going to feel so salty. But yes, Legion Commander is one of the top heroes that you can have, and it plays in every single draft deck. So, yeah, you're not going to feel bad about it. I was like, don't be a Luna. Oh, my God. But if you would change colors with no splash, what's the point of the rest of the draft? You don't have to use all the cards you draft? No, you do not have to use all the cards you draft. So... we will end up playing 25 non-signature cards, and in this pack, we'll definitely take a Thunderstorm. We'll take another Mist of Avernus. Our deck is just... it's pretty nutty right now. Mist of Avernus is probably... it's actually easily the best non-rare card, and even amongst rares, it's... do we need 7 6-cost board wipes? You can never have enough board wipes. Like you just cannot. And our Legion Commander is fine by herself, and with her duels, she gives us targeted removal early, and then we can just finish everybody off with Thunderstorms and Eclipses and whatever. And for the reason there was no consideration for Legionnaire is I just don't see a world where I care that much. You don't need 7 6-cost board wipes, you need 30. Especially, well, like being able to target my opponents only their stuff is insane. So like, you know, I could have 6 Eclipses or I could have 10 of them. I will, you know, our decks are going to be fine. We just would like to see some more. That's why having Legion Commander is also very good, because she really does help hold the ground until we get to our Eclipse and Thunderstorms. Oh my god. What the f... I mean, like, see, the only problem I have with some of these simulators is their AI picks are just, like, so trashy. Like, there's no... This is like, I'm obviously, I'm picking, get off of Hipfire. I'm obviously picking, this is like, there's no world where I have triple Mist, double Thunderstorm, 6 Eclipse that I can really lose. Like, I mean, this is, I mean, at this point, I might not even play my Legion Commander because we're just, this deck is dumb. A duelist and a musket, I guess. I'm not playing standards. I'm not playing Iron Branch. I'm not playing Restoration. Musket will probably not even make our deck, but yeah. I think one consideration for mana curve in this game is you draw 2 cards per turn and spend each turn's mana up to 3 times. So if you have a ton of 6 drops, you're not nearly as likely to float the mana. Yeah, like, you have to remember that mana turn 6 is turn 3. You know? So you're well, no, sorry, 3, 4, 5, 6. So turn 4. And it's very, you're not gonna almost certainly lose the game before you get to that turn. Yeah, so 3, 4, 5, 6, turn 4, right? And being able to make sure that on turn 4 we can cast, like, because we have triple Thunderstorm and 6 Eclipses, every lane on turn 4 is getting that work. They getting that smoke, boy. They getting Thunderstorm, Eclipse. They're getting, also on mana turn 7, I could play 10 charges. Yeah, like, yeah, you could, right, you could do just dumb stuff. Like, on turn 4, you don't even have to cast Eclipse. You can, like, thunderstorm a lane, and would do something else in another lane, and then the next turn you're like Eclipse for 10, you're dead. Like Eclipse for 10, big deal. Or you can, because of our double sanctum, you get to thunderstorm. If let's say for some reason your eclipses aren't that great, but you can thunderstorm first and then refresh and then eclipse. So your opponents aren't living through that. Like, they just aren't. Like, forget it. Forget about it. So yeah. Rejuvenator is going to be good since we are playing this weird control deck, and if we get really behind, it'll be nice to be able to play a Rejuvenator in a lane. Lodestone Demolition is not a good card. Just being able, total armor, dealing damage is, yeah, I haven't seen this being able to be used. Bard Mail, we talked about this before. Like, Bard Mail and Stonehall Plate, both these cards are not great. But I'm probably more likely to play a plate before I play a Bard Mail, I guess. Another Duelist, another plate. All right. We've got about, oh, in case you're wondering, we've got about 3.5 minutes left for entries into the sub-only key giveaway. So, yeah. Plate's not good because of the cost. Exactly. It's like a buffet in here. Lich is a great card, but we're going to be playing blue-green for sure. So Compel is an excellent card early game. It will allow us to keep our Lunas alive on turn 1. So that way we can, if we get placed in front of like an axe or something stupid, we can Compel and make the axe attack somewhere different so we can keep our Luna alive. You know, that's where we really want to be. And then our backup is, like, do we want to have an alpha or do we want a Stars Align? The only reason I would maybe consider a Stars Align is so that we can ramp into Annihilation or ramp into Thunderstorm in case, like, in case we're really, really behind. But we could, like, because we're going to murder everything, having an alpha would really accelerate our clock. And Stars Align, I just have to live to turn 4. So I feel like, you know, you're an alpha man. Yeah, all right, I can get with that. Let's do that. How many thunderstorms are too many? God. Like, I don't think I've ever been in a world where I've been like, you know, 10-6 casting cost, blow your opponent into next week's. There is no limit. It's true. I would play 6 Eclipse and play 4 Thunderstorms all day, every day, and I would not complain, not one bit. Because we got those early Sanctums, so we get to refresh our mana. I definitely just want some card draw here, so hopefully we can see some more of that. I'm going to take the Phase Boots because Phase Boots help keep our Lunas alive, and yeah. This is actually kind of difficult. Because we want a Stonehall Cloak, because Stonehall Cloak on Luna is it's real good. Corrosive Mist, we're really not worried about feeding gold to our opponents because we're going to kill everything with Eclipse, so we don't necessarily need to have that. Tower Barrage is also good. Blessing is great. All of these cards, this is like a really good pack for us. You got 30 seconds, by the way, if you're trying to get in the subscriber giveaway. So we have Double Ring, a Veil, and a Phase Boots. I'm very likely to do a Blessing and a Cloak here. So you're playing Solitaire, opponent's not allowed to have a board with all the... Yeah, exactly. Jissy Bass. Yeah. In a situation like this, do you want to have a Haymaker item since the Wrath will stall out, gain gold, so it's safe to put in your finisher? Yeah, like... it's we would, I think we would, if we could find like a I don't know, I don't think we would play like a Horn of the Alpha in this deck at all. But like the question is, do we play Blessing or Decoy? And I think Blessing is better. Yeah, I think Helm is the best thing we've seen so far. Here we, I mean, Tower Barrage is going to be fine in our deck. I don't know that we will actually end up playing this Tower Barrage because we have so much removal. Red Mist Maul, I think we have one, right? Oh no, we don't have one. Yeah, having a Maul, Emissary of Quorum, yeah, I would like to see that. We didn't see an Emissary. That'd be insane. It's actually funny because Champion of the Ancient will probably not play in our deck because we're just going to kill all of our opponent's stuff. So, I think I would take a Conscript and a Better Late Than Never. I'm not going to play either of these cards. I'm probably not going to play Better Late Than Never either, but Red Mist Maul is decent. I don't know that it is great, but the thing about the Maul is it gives you inevitability. Being able to get that +5 siege really helps to finish a tower off. Now, our deck doesn't have that problem. Like, our deck will be killing all of their stuff, so being blocked is not really too much of an issue. Our issue is going to be just staying alive to turn 4. So, Meepo, get out! Get out, Meepo. Cunning Plan is great, though. It's another card draw for us. All right, so Luna, your boy Jamoy, and Double Dreamy. Actually, hold on. Our third hero for sure would be Dreamer. Tommy Dreamer would be our third hero, and also our fourth hero, and then Jamoy would be our last. And the reason we do it this way is on turn 1, we definitely want to be able to cast our Mist of Avernus. So like, let's go into our green. We have triple Mist, so we want to get out of here, Blessing. So we have triple Mists, so we just can't, like, I wanted to play Legion Commander, but I think triple Mist and a million, we do run it every time when we don't have triple Mist of Avernus, quad Thunderstorm. Like, I want you to look at this. Like, Sanctum, Compel, Cunning Plan. In green, we have Duelists coming out of our face. I don't know we'll play Favor, though. So let's see what we have. Duelists, Rejuvenator, Thunderhide, Intimidation, Blessings, Decoy, in our blue. What are we at now? 37 cards. So we get 3 more cards. We can play our Ventriloquies because they help keep us alive. And we need 1 more card. Maybe Divine Intervention. Or Arcane Assault. Yeah, I really like Arcane Assault too, because we need the initiative to be able to make sure that we can get our Eclipse and our Thunderstorms off. But I do think we should be playing a Divine Intervention in here somewhere. Maybe we cut a Ventriloquy. I'm not sure. maybe we cut a duelist. I think maybe I just cut a duelist and play one divine intervention, because then that way I can keep my Lunas alive, cut vent. Like the reason I didn't cut a ventriloquy is ventriloquy on turn 1, in case we get a really bad placement, or excuse me, a really bad placement in turn 1, ventriloquy will it gives us additional battlefield controls. I have 40 cards exactly now. Because if we keep our Lunas alive, we cannot lose. Wait, it said what? The heroes are counted in that number? 6, 12... Wait, hold on. 23... Are you sure? I'm pretty sure that's not counted. 6, 12, 15, 18, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39. No, we're at 40. They're not counted in that. I have 40. Okay, now let's talk about our items. We are playing both signets. We're playing Cloak, Veil, Boots. We will almost certainly play these two. Now we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Like that is a lot of health items. We want the demagicking, so I don't know that our deck needs an Assassin's Veil, because changing the direction of our attacks really isn't that. I think you should run less than 3 cloaks. Like, I don't know. It's possible. Like, I could run leather armor in this deck. Like, and I almost never do. Like, this could be like the one deck that I run less than 3 cloaks and run an extra armor. I've never done that in my life. I mean, I've never ever have played a draft deck that didn't have 3 cloaks in it. Because this would be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think that's fine. I'm fine with running 7. Yeah, running more than 5 is fine, because I don't have any problem. Like, if I have a cloak on something and I upgrade it to a Stonehall cloak or a ring, I don't feel like terribly bad about it. Like, and then also you have to remember that it's for our deck. We really want to be able to have a health item every turn. Like, we want to be able to have the option of buying a health item every time. And you got 5 Rixes and 6 Mists in a draft. Lord Jesus, that would be pretty decent, not gonna lie. But yeah, I kind of want to take us. I want to screenshot this thing, because I think that, like, is this the whole deck? Hold on. No, it's not. All right, hold on. Let me zoom out. I want to actually. Oh, you just got 3 Lunas? Yes, you definitely win. Let's zoom out for a second so I can get a screenshot of this whole deck. You just got a hamburger. It was give me that check for 1 million. 3 Lunas and 5 dimensional portals. Yep. Yeah. Like, I'm definitely gonna work with the guys on making a better AI, because their AI is stinky. It is stinky. All right. So anyway, I think this deck is obviously very good. Like, there's no doubt about it. But I do want to get our giveaway done. I want to make sure this is the last one. This is the finale of PAX keys, and I want to make sure that I get these over to my subs. So let's close out this bad boy. And I'm gonna show you it. All right, so we want to make sure that you are, if you entered in here, that you're in the chat. If you're not, that sucks. Pick a wiener. T Darka TV. T Darka TV, are you out there? You got 30 seconds. Let's. Yo, what up, dude? What up? It's definitely not going to be $200 on eBay. Like, that's for damn sure. But all right. Now, if you don't want to be in the chat anymore, you can leave. You don't have to stay. See you later. Adios. Don't worry about it. But that being said, let's do another draft. And exactly. I don't even know. What do you think they're worth now? Like, it's still cool to have one, but what the heck? Artifact. In drafts with other people, you have unlimited time? Yeah, so like, well, what the heck? Let's see. Un momento, por favor. Yeah, gotta get some shit done. I feel you, my brother. I feel you. I got stuff to do too. Like feed my son and make sure that you thought the stream would be over? No, yeah, we're gonna we are definitely usually I mean normally on Saturday mornings I only run about a little bit over an hour, and that's kind of where we're at right now. But I'm gonna do like a quick draft instead of kind of going as deep into it, so that we just get one more in. I do not believe that there has been a Tinker revealed. Okay. What record do I think that deck would have? That deck would easily go 5-0. Easily 5-0. But that's if it's competing against other fair decks. Like if it's decks that we drafted from here, I don't know. Like people have been saying they've been getting some just like ludicrous cards. So here I would take an Annihilation. I would take a Coordinated Assault because these are the two best cards. Rix I would never pick unless I just don't pick Rix. So this is going to be much faster. But yeah, we're going to do Assault Annihilation here. Here we're definitely taking a Blink Dagger because it's insane. You say 5-0 if the tournaments are 5 rounds, if you win every round. Like, I guess the reason I say 5-0 is because we used to run gauntlets like that where it would be like 5 matches or whatever, but I don't think that's the case anymore. I think that like if we were running like a tournament, you know, that would easily be a 3-0 or a 4-0 side, because you could do in tournaments it's three round. Well, before it was like you would do 3 rounds of one draft and then 4 rounds of another draft, and that deck would easily go undefeated. So here all of these cards are kind of whatever, but Cloak plus Dagger, we would play these in every single deck we draft, and all of this stuff we wouldn't. Our Ursa is good, but it's not better than Blink Dagger and Stonehall Cloak there. Here we get another coordinated assault. And I also could take an Assassin's Veil, because if I'm playing coordinated assault, my deck is going to be super aggressive, and having an Assassin's Veil is going to make my deck really... Oh my god. So, Bronze Legionnaire is, like, also... It's like the premier creep in the game, and getting double of them is awesome. Horn of the Alpha is... If we had more gold strategies, it would be very good. But you have to remember that, like, Bronze Legionnaire, in addition with Coordinated Assault, is pretty good. And we don't even have to worry about getting really great black heroes to play Coordinated Assault, because we can just play Debbie and be fine with it. Okay. Oh my god. Double Blessing is pretty good. We're almost certainly going to be playing black, so I do want a gold mine. And I will take one of these blessings on the off chance that we get some crazy green hero. Oh, hey. Hey there. Hey there, Sorla Khan. Yeah. All that is good. Oh my. Oh my. Oh my. Phantom Assassin is easily the pick here. Another gold mine. Now we can actually play a gold rush strategy if we really want to. I mean, gold mine by itself is fine. We don't have to have paydays, but if we see paydays, we will definitely take them now. Yeah, Ruminesque last pick is AI. But the UI of the site is great, and all of the tools they have are awesome, so not sponsored, I just like them. God, Hipfire is sick. Are we even playing another color so far? We got Bronze Legionnaires, that's it. And Cover of Night. Like, both these cards are excellent. And we don't really even have a reason yet to play another color. We've got Bronze Legionnaires, so getting a really great red hero would be fine. But if we don't, you know, we could definitely step into mono black here. If we stay mono black, we'll take our Trebuchet, and then the next best thing that we would play, we're not going to play a Crippler. We have Double Blessing, so it's possible. We have Annihilation, so it's possible we take this Divine Intervention. Cover of Night over Trebuchets? Yeah, of course. What mode do you play the most when Artifact? Oh, what mode do I plan to play the most? So, I used to be playing just like mono draft over the last month, but then I started playing a lot more constructed, and I've been doing pretty well in constructed. So I'm just gonna, I'm just gonna be prepping myself for the tournaments. So if there's a big tournament and it's constructed, I'll be playing a lot of constructed. If it's a little bit of both, I'll be doing a little bit of both. So I don't think I'm going to. Well, that's not true. So I guess majority of my gameplay will be in draft and in limited, because most of my content that'll be for Team Liquid will be on the limited side. So I'll be doing probably 60 to 70% draft, and then 30 to 40% constructed. We're going to take a Divine Intervention here, because if we do end up playing green, being able to keep all of our black heroes alive for a turn will be fine. Lodestone Demolition is not a good card. I could take a Phase Boots here and an Arcane Assault. Yeah, I don't even know if I'm gonna like. I might just take an Intimidation here. Oh, please explain limited. Limited is draft. So limited means you have a limited pool to work with. So instead of being able to bring your own deck, you are provided packs, and you open up those packs and then make your deck from those packs. Either from like in Magic, they give you like 6 booster packs, and then you open all your booster packs, you make a deck out of those. Or you have draft, which we're doing now, where you open a pack, you pick 2 cards, and then you get another pack, and you keep doing that until you get through 5 packs. So that's what it's called, limited, because you have a limited pool of cards to work through. Can you give me any update on our upcoming website? So I can't really tell you anything so far on the Team Liquid artifact site, because we don't have a launch date like 100% confirmed yet. So we're gonna get that. Yes, draft and limited are the same. So I don't have any dates quite yet, but as soon as I do have a date, obviously, I will 100% let you guys know. So we're going to go Intimidation, Phase Boots. Another Blink Dagger is right up our alley, and a Thunderhide pack. Okay. Oh my god. Whee! We're gonna take Phantom Assassin, obviously. We have a Cloak, an Assassin's Veil, and a Phase Boots. I think I want a Signet Ring here. Another health item because our heroes tend to be a little bit squishier with 8 and 6. And Grazing Shot is fine, but it's not something I'm going to be going terribly out of my way to put into my black decks. I really want now is just more hip fires, more pickoffs, and things. Double PA deck or double Luna deck? Double Luna deck wins for sure because Coup de Grace only kills one hero and Luna kills them all. So in Artifact Draft, you will have to purchase 5 packs, but you get to keep the cards after the tournament. We don't know how it's going to work yet. We don't know if you can buy booster packs and get in that way, or if it's a phantom draft, which means that you just pay an entry fee and then you draft, but you don't keep the cards, but you play for prizes. So we're not sure how it's going to work yet. We don't have any black cards here, so we'll take a Cloak and I guess a Legionnaire maybe? Nah, I mean we'll take a Brawler. I don't think it's gonna matter. Oh, Bounty Hunter. We'll definitely take Disciple of Nevermore. And maybe a New Orders. I mean, we're not going to play it. We're definitely trying to play mono black. We need 25 black cards right now. And how many black cards do we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We only have 8 black cards. Blip. Blip. Will draft be opening on opening day? I would assume that draft will definitely be available on November 28th. I can't imagine it not being. It's one of the premier reasons to be playing this game. Oh, another gold mine is great. With another gold mine, I might just take a mantle. Oh, Maul's great, and Intimidation, awesome. God. Another Disciple is where we want to be. Another Cloak is fine. And we have so many. We have a bunch of fog. We have a bunch of gold mines. We'd like to get at least one big something. Bloodseeker is not a good card, so I will never play this in draft because Debbie is like 99% better than it. But I will take another Blink Dagger, and I will take the Miser's Thunderstorm on the off chance. I don't even know what we would... Even if I saw Luna, I probably wouldn't take it now. Apprentice is great. Vandal, because like I said, we need more black cards. Another Bloodseeker, not taking it, but I will take a Turret, and I probably will not play this Tyler Estate, but I'm going to take it in case we need a couple playables. Compel Favor, no, Compel Duelist, and last pick Prelix. Not playing it, don't care. Oh man, we want a gank, and how many black creeps do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4. We only have 4 black creeps. God, I kind of want this Payday because we have triple gold mine and we can just do a bunch of dumbass stuff with it. But I'm also really tempted to just take a Vandal. But I think here I'm going to take a gank, I'm going to take a Payday, and then just hope that we get some more black creeps. Good. We ended up getting 2 black creeps here. God, there's a Stonehall Cloak and another and a Mist. Like, we need the creeps. We just need the creeps. Our deck is definitely not beating some insane Luna deck, but so we would still have to find. I don't know how we would ever beat a Luna deck. I guess against a Luna deck, we would try to just go really deep in one lane, and whenever they place a hero, have initiative and then coup de grace it. So I think that would be our only hope. Another Stonehall Cloak. Oh my god. So we're able to go really deep on our items here. God, 3 cloaks and 3 daggers. We're going to be able to move around a lot. But we really want to find something we can payday into. And we might just need creeps. Like, this creep is bad, though. But I'm going to take it anyway. Just so we make sure we have enough black cards. There's a Hipfire for us. This is another bad creep we don't necessarily want. Another cloak. Yeah, these packs are just trashy. Trebuchets, Grazing Shot. Get those in there. And a Necrophos. That's fine. All right. Let us build. Let's see how many black cards we have, first of all. All right, so we have exactly enough. And Necrophos and Debbie. So the problem is, yeah, just Secret Shop for the alpha, exactly. This draft simulator is nowhere close to real life. Nowhere close. The look of it is, but yeah, other than that, that's pretty much it. I think I would, yeah, I think this is fine. This is better than Howling Mind, I think. Yeah, you definitely don't see this many good cards ever. Like, I've never had, this is like a constructed deck, you know, like 3 cloaks, a ring, 3 blink daggers, and like I want an Assassin's Veil, and like I guess I'd play a cloak. Like maybe I play a Phase Boots instead. I'd probably just play Phase Boots. I'm not playing him. Actually, no, I don't want Mantle. I want this Maul in here. We're gonna make a lot of gold here. So we would have liked to have had like one really big thing to get into, but the good thing is that we will be able to cast all of our great stuff in any lane, and the strategy to this deck is going to be going super wide and Disciple of Nevermore with Assault Ladders, and then just kill anything that we see from there. And obviously this deck is nowhere close to as good as the other one, but I'm still going to screenshot it anyway and share what we actually did today. And let's do that. And this will be capture 1. Did you say, yeah, there's no draw power here, like, at all. Like, our draw power is our gold. So the other thing about that is whenever you make gold, it's essentially draw power, right? So, like, every gold gets you to buy an item, which is a card in your hand. So, yeah, I'd be pretty pleased with either of these drafts, like, no doubt. So, yeah, that's all we have for today. Tomorrow morning, I think I want to talk more constructed tomorrow. Wasn't here from the start. Was there already a question about the beta date? What question did you have about the beta date? And I can answer it for you. But yeah, I think tomorrow morning we will talk more constructed. So if you have a constructed deck and you want to talk about it, because I think we should have all the cards revealed by today. And if we have all the cards revealed, then I can really talk about the metagame, how to play the deck, and things like that. And I wanted to wait until we had all the cards to be able to do that, so I didn't have to worry that I would leak something I wasn't supposed to leak. So, like I said, if you have a deck that you want to talk about, send it to me. It's RobAJG on all the socials. We can do that. And then I will also talk about the metagame tomorrow, like the top decks from the tournaments, like the internal tournaments, because we'll have all the cards released. And then I will tell you my tweaks that I've made, because I did go undefeated in, you know, one of the like internal things that we're running. And I can kind of let you know some of the changes I made there. So, and again, my thoughts on the beta being delayed, it sucks. I don't like it, but I understand why. I'd rather make sure that the new people who come in see a really polished product and are excited by it, as opposed to anything like that. So we'll talk about the matchups tomorrow. Well, we'll talk about the decks first. We'll talk about the matchups. We'll talk about, you know, the rock, paper, scissors of the format, and all of that. We'll do that tomorrow, and it'll be totally different because we've only really talked about draft, but tomorrow we will definitely do constructed. So I haven't taken the Pathfinder quiz, but maybe I will. But remember, get your decks in. If you do have some ideas on decks, send them to me. I'll put them into the queue. We'll talk about them tomorrow. But until then, I gotta run. Hopefully you had a great time, and we will see you tomorrow morning.